Dawson Cole, a quiet man with eyes that held both sadness and strength, was known throughout our small town as the boy whose family had a reputation for trouble. Living on the outskirts of town in a ramshackle house that whispered tales of its own, Dawson preferred the company of trees and animals to that of people. His family, you see, had a reputation that preceded them, one that painted them as outcasts. Dangerous even. It wasn't a label he wore proudly. Despite this, or perhaps because of it, Dawson's soul was filled with a deep tenderness, a trait that seemed at odds with his rough exterior. He found solace in nature, in the whispering winds that carried secrets through the leaves and the babbling brooks that sang songs of resilience. It was in these moments of quiet communion that Dawson felt most at peace, most truly himself. But the tranquility of Dawson's world was about to be shattered. For there was a girl in town whose name was Amanda Collier. She was like the morning sun, bringing warmth and light into the lives of everyone she touched. With a smile that could light up the gloomiest of days and a heart as pure as gold, Amanda was the embodiment of kindness and compassion. Her family, the Colliers, were pillars of the community, their names synonymous with wealth and respectability. Amanda, the apple of her parents' eye, grew up knowing only love and privilege until she met Dawson Cole, a boy who lived on the edge of town. Their worlds were as different as night and day, yet somehow their souls recognized each other across the chasm. When Dawson first laid eyes on Amanda, he was captivated. Her laughter echoed in his ears long after she left the room, and her smile became the image he carried in his heart. For Dawson, who had always felt like an outsider, Amanda represented a world he could only dream of, a world of acceptance and belonging. And though he knew their worlds were divided, he couldn't help but hope that one day she might see beyond the rough edges of his life and recognize the tenderness within. Their love story, though unconventional, was beautiful. They met in secret, stealing moments under the old oak tree at the edge of town, sharing dreams and desires that bound their hearts together. Their love was intense, pure, unforgettable. It was a testament to the power of love to bridge even the widest of divides. But their joy was short-lived. Amanda's parents, blinded by their own prejudices, saw Dawson as nothing more than a troublemaker, unworthy of their daughter's affection. They pressured her. They threatened. They manipulated, all in an effort to keep the two lovers apart. One fateful day, they forced Amanda to choose him or them, and tragically, she chose her family. Dawson, heartbroken but resolute, vowed to win Amanda's parents over. He worked tirelessly, transforming the ramshackle house into a home and showing them that he was more than just a boy with a troubled past. Yet their hearts remained unmoved. They saw only what they wanted to see, a boy who would never be good enough for their precious daughter. In a cruel twist of fate, Dawson was framed for a crime he didn't commit, a crime that only served to push Amanda further into her parents' waiting arms. Under pressure and facing impossible circumstances, Dawson and Amanda were forced apart. He left town, broken-hearted, promising to return someday and win them back. Amanda, torn between her love for Dawson and her duty to her family, chose her parents, marrying a man of their choosing and building a life that was safe but ultimately unfulfilling. Years turned into decades. Amanda had a son and a daughter, her heart forever touched by the memory of the boy who once held her heart. Dawson, meanwhile, roamed the country, carrying the weight of his past and the regret of lost love. Then one day, Tuck, a mutual friend and a father figure who had guided them in their younger years, died. The news brought Amanda and Dawson back to their hometown, their paths crossing once again after all those years. It was as if no time had passed at all. The old feelings, the old chemistry, it was all still there. As they walked the streets of their childhood, sharing stories and laughter, they realized that their love had only grown stronger with time. Tuck's funeral was a somber affair, a celebration of a life well lived and a reminder of the brevity of time. In the quiet moments of reflection, Dawson and Amanda found comfort in each other's presence, knowing that they were not only mourning the loss of a friend, but also revisiting the ghosts of their past. As the days passed and their visit neared its end, Dawson and Amanda found themselves falling in love all over again. It was as if the years had melted away, leaving only the two of them beneath the old oak tree, promising to love each other forever. In the evenings, they'd sit on the porch, sipping lemonade and watching the fireflies dance in the twilight. They talked about their dreams, their fears, their hopes for the future, realizing that they had so much more in common than they'd realized before. For Amanda, it was like coming home. Dawson was her anchor, the steady force that brought her peace in a world that often felt chaotic and unpredictable. With him, She felt truly seen, truly loved. But their idyllic days were tinged with sadness, a constant reminder that their time together was limited. Dawson had never stayed in one place for too long, always running from the pain of the past. Could he stay this time? Would Amanda's family accept him now? Despite the uncertainty, they clung to each other, finding solace in the knowledge that they had each other, if only for a little while. Then came the day when Dawson had to leave. Standing at the car, he looked back at Amanda's house, knowing that he might never see her again. Before he drove away, Amanda stopped him. She had a decision to make, a choice between her life with her family and the love of her life. She chose love, leaving her family behind. She got into the car with Dawson, ready to start a new life with him. As they drove off, a single tear rolled down her cheek, a tear of gratitude for the second chance at love that fate had given her. Finally, they were together, their love story no longer a whisper, but a resounding declaration. They were going to make a life together, a life filled with the promise of happiness and the joy of being truly alive. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. In a cruel twist, Dawson was killed in an accident, leaving Amanda devastated and alone. As she stood by Dawson's grave, burying the love of her life, she couldn't help but feel that their story was unfinished. Just when their love had finally bloomed, just when they'd found each other again, it had been ripped away from her. But as the days turned into weeks and the pain of her loss began to fade, Amanda stumbled upon a letter that Dawson had written to her. In it, he poured out his heart, expressing his undying love for her and revealing a secret that brought both tears and hope to her eyes. Dawson had arranged to donate his heart to her critically ill son, giving him a second chance at life. Though Dawson was gone, his love for Amanda lived on through the life he saved. In that moment, Amanda realized that true love was eternal, that it transcended even death itself. His final act of selflessness was a testament to the depth of his love for her and their son. And as she cradled her newborn grandson, she knew that Dawson's spirit was with them, watching over them, loving them always. The pain of their separation, the years of longing, and the heartache of his loss. It was all worth it, because in the end, their love story wasn't just about them. It was about the legacy of love that they created together, a legacy that would live on in their son and their grandson. So in the tapestry of their lives, woven with threads of love, loss, hope, and healing, Amanda found solace, knowing that Dawson would always be with them in their hearts, in their memories, and now, quite literally, in their bloodline.